Okay, I poured myself a fresh glass of scotch here, and I'm about to review these two videos from the list on the assignments page. The first is called The Night Gallery, Certain Shadows on the Wall. Um, I found this video a little hard to watch. It seemed extremely boring until about the last, I don't know, minutes of it. And, no, she turned out to be the ghost, and I didn't really think that was too like horrifying. I mean, I guess if you were a ghost and you didn't know you were a ghost, that'd be terrifying. But just the video, uh, it was like one of the not good ones that we've seen so far in this class. There wasn't anything too particularly exciting going on, um, and she narrated the whole thing basically, so it didn't have any depth to it. And then that coupled with the fact that the videos on YouTube are I guess slightly altered. So it's kind of hard to see the special effects, which this video didn't seem like there was very many special effects anyway, so there was nothing that really stood out. Um, and I didn't really feel like they were particularly building any kind of like anticipation or anxiety about something that was going to happen. It just kind of bled over into, oh my gosh, she's the ghost. So that's my review on that one. The next one was uh, called The Lottery, and it was basically about a small farming community, I would assume. Um, and yearly they have a lottery. Uh, and basically, the gist of it is whoever gets selected from the lottery gets stoned to death. And everybody in the community participates in it. This isn't definitely not a original idea. I think there's many accounts in the Bible of stonings. Also, the history of stonings kind of says that anybody that didn't participate in the stoning itself might be considered an outsider or not necessarily with the community. So I mean, this video I would say had a pretty gruesome ending and also a definite building of anticipation about what was actually going on, because you never really it doesn't really tell you the circumstances that lead up to the lottery or why they still do it. It just, I mean, they kind of hint that they've always done it, and why would they change that? Um, but I mean, it didn't really seem like there was a shortage of food or anything like that. It seems to me that if something like this was that terrible, why wouldn't the family just leave? Or I don't know, something like that. But anyway, it's kind of a cool video. It has like a pretty big like historical significance, um, and also obviously people from Kansas here would understand, like in a small town, that you wouldn't want to be alienated from the community or looked down upon, especially when there's a population of like 100 or less in some of these little tiny farming communities. Uh, but anyway, that's basically it for this review. Um, I think there are like so many more horror movies out there, but I understand that for the purposes of this class, they try not to get too many, I guess, violent movies or overly gruesome, maybe. You know, uh, this movie, The Lottery, the ending was pretty bad. They don't actually really ever show her dying. They show her getting hit with a few rocks, but I guess it was basically, or pretty much like a something like that would be a little frowned upon when on late night TV. So anyway, that's my review of these stories. Hopefully we get some better movies later on in the class. All right then.